the General Motors Hour. General Motors Holdens, through the Macquarie Network and cooperating stations in all states, present Moonshine, starring Roger Climpson and featuring Queenie Ashton. And here to introduce our play is John Deese.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. When there's a problem in the house, all the world knows Dorothy Dix. But what Dorothy Dix says simply does not do for Aunt Daisy. This ancient, eccentric old soul solves problems with psychic powers and witch's brew, and has time left over to pick 4 winners in a row. A lot of moonshine? That's exactly what it is. And that's where we meet Aunt Daisy, in the zany comedy Moonshine. Moonshine is also the story of gambling, jobless Michael Ransom, Aunt Daisy's nephew, who borrows shillings to bet in pounds and usually collects trouble. But when Aunt Daisy arrives, Michael's fortunes take a turn, perhaps not for the better, but certainly for fun. Moonshine stars noted radio artist Roger Climpson as Michael and features Queenie Ashton as Aunt Daisy. Ladies and gentlemen, Act 1 of the General Motors Hour production, Moonshine.
I say, Anne, can you lend me a $5?
No, Michael.
£2?
No.
1?
How much do you owe your bookmaker?
120.
What?
He'd owe me if I'd had luck today.
For heaven's sake, don't tell Mother.
Or Father. How about 10 bob?
I've loaned you money 3 times in the past fortnight.
Well, let's make it 4, eh? Lucky number. I've got to take Crystal out.
Oh, I'm running short.
Well, borrow £10 from Bill. He wouldn't notice it.
Now, that's where you're wrong. It's people like you who don't notice money. People like Bill who have plenty notice it very clearly. They even expect something in return for it.
What?
Value?
Well?
Well, what?
Oh, nothing. Crystal's coming over.
I don't mind. I'm going out.
Oh. Hilarious time at Bill's expense, eh? Wish I was a woman. Might get a bit of fun.
Well, it's not much fun for Crystal coming here to drink Father's sherry every night. Not much fun for Father, either.
Don't expect she'll come much longer.
Since you mention it, neither do I.
Why? Has she said anything?
My dear Michael, Crystal never stops saying things. None of them mean much as far as I know.
Here, quick, 10 bob. Here's Father.
No.
5 bob.
No.
I won't go lower. It's degrading.
Hello, you two.
Father?
Hello.
I think Michael has something to tell you.
Have you?
Well, unimportant.
Easy to guess. You're home early.
Circumstances,
Sacked again?
Well, lost my job.
Why?
Managing director saw me at the races yesterday. Well, after all, he was there himself.
Oh, yes. Very unfair of him.
Well, don't worry, Father. I'll get another job. I always do.
I don't doubt it. You seem able to talk yourself into anything. But has it yet occurred to you...
excuse me, Crystal.
I'm talking to you.
Crystal's ringing the doorbell.
Has it yet occurred to you that the day is fast arriving...
Yes.
...when every reputable firm in the city will have had the doubtful pleasure of employing you in the city for the customary 2 or 3 weeks?
Yes, Father.
That is point A. Now, point B...
Come in. Lecture time.
How interesting.
Point B. While it may be easy for you to be taken on trial now... It'll be impossible when you're a childish 45.
I'm right beside you, Father.
Ah!
Here's Crystal.
You're a very forceful man, Mr. Ransom.
Yeah. Well, there's still one point. Point C.
Oh, heavens, the alphabet again.
Isn't it a pity Michael's horse lost? When it wins, we can go out. But when it loses, we just stay here and drink sherry.
Well, just a modest nip or two. For heaven's sake, come on, Crystal.
Oh, it was so nice before it started to rain, wasn't it? Oh, hello, Anne.
Hello. Michael, did you want this?
Oh, yes, the 10 bob you borrowed. Very prompt with the debts, my sister.
Father, were you like Michael when you were young?
I forget. Ask your mother. Where is she, by the way?
Upstairs. Won't be long.
Is she avoiding me?
Has she reason to?
Yes, that phone call of yours to my office today. Something about a telegram from Aunt Daisy. Mother didn't have the courage to phone me herself. What was the message again?
Mother had a telegram from Aunt Daisy and Lucy. They're coming today.
Oh, you sure? What'd the telegram say?
The sands are fast running out. Lucy and I arriving today. Daisy.
Very informative.
Very peculiar, I call it.
You stayed with her in Sark once, didn't you?
Yes, when I was 10.
How did she strike you?
Well, the locals seemed to think she was, some sort of witch.
Rubbish.
Well, I was a bit frightened of her.
If you ask me, she's as mad as a hatter. Oh, heaven forbid that's her already.
Oh, probably it's Bill.
At least he's sane. Let him in.
Oh, sane people can be boring.
One can't have everything.
Evening, Bill.
Anne.
Talk to Father while I get my coat.
Righto.
Good evening, Bill.
Evening, sir.
Have a drink.
No thanks, driving.
Have a cigarette.
No thanks.
Have a seat.
Thanks.
Turned out quite nice again?
Yes.
After the rain?
Yes.
Weather should keep fine for a bit now.
Yes.
Oh, good evening, dear.
Ah, Mary, glad to see you. Glad to see you.
So it seems. Oh, good evening, Bill.
Mrs. Ransom.
Nice weather.
Yes.
After the rain. Ready, Bill?
Yes, he's quite ready, aren't you?
Yes.
Right, off you go. Have a good time.
Thanks. Goodbye. Goodbye, Mrs. Ransom.
Oh, goodbye. Won't be too late, Mother. All right, dear.
By the way, what is the weather like?
Oh, Charles.
Oh, beats me what Anne sees in that...
He's very reliable.
Yes, so are well-trained dogs, and you don't have to talk to them. And as for talking types, there's your Aunt Daisy.
Now, Charles, please don't make a grievance out of this. Aunt Daisy asked herself to stay for a fortnight. That's all.
Isn't that enough?
Well, except that she's bringing Lucy, which is quite natural, as Lucy lives with her. Oh, this morning I got a telegram saying they were arriving today instead of next week.
Because the sands are fast running out, eh?
Oh, who told you?
Anne.
Well, it seems a harmless sort of expression for a woman of 83.
Oh, all right, she's coming this evening. When's she going?
Well, I haven't asked her yet, dear.
Well, then ask her as soon as she gets here.
Now, Charles, I want you to get used to the idea that if anything happens to Aunt Daisy, I've got to be responsible for Lucy. She's 20 and she hasn't got any other relatives.
No witches on Daisy's side?
Oh, Charles.
Must admit Daisy is peculiar.
Oh, just old.
Well, I had an uncle who lived to 104. He wasn't peculiar.
But how could you tell, dear? His last years were one big hiccup. You never got a sober word out of him.
We never get a sensible word out of Daisy. Now, take that queer event 50 years ago on Sark. A man went for a walk with Daisy. He was her brother-in-law, Lucy's grandfather. Aunt Daisy came back from the walk, and he didn't.
Oh, that old chestnut. We all know about that. It was a stormy day and he couldn't swim.
I heard it was a calm day. Your Uncle Quentin was a jolly good swimmer. And your Aunt Daisy was the last person to see him alive.
Well, my dear Charles, you're not suggesting that someone with a name as harmless as Daisy could...
Well, nothing sounds quite as harmless as Adolf, but he didn't stop Hitler.
Even so, I don't see any point in raking up a scandal at this stage.
That's only one of several unsavory stories I've heard about Aunt Daisy and Sark. Weren't you brought up there?
No, dear. In Guernsey. We hardly ever went to the place.
What was wrong with it?
Well, nothing.
Oh, that could mean everything.
You there, Mother?
Oh, Michael's back again. That 10 bob didn't last long.
Oh, dear. Look.
What's that?
Aunt Daisy.
Mother, we met on the doorstep.
Where's Crystal?
Well, I took her home again. Saving campaign, you know. Come along, you two.
Oh, hello, Mary dear.
Aunt Daisy.
And Charles. How well you're looking. You've hardly changed at all.
How do you do, Aunt Daisy?
This is Lucy. Lucy?
Good evening, Cousin Mary. Cousin Charles.
My great-niece on my sister's side, you know. And now, Mary, send them all away and we can talk.
Well, perhaps you'd better take their cases upstairs, Michael. Lucy can help you.
Yes, Cousin Mary.
Well, come on, Cousin Lucy.
Yes, Cousin Michael.
Now we can talk. I haven't very much time, I'm afraid, so I can come straight to the point.
You going on somewhere else?
No. No, Charles. I'm going to have a collision.
A collision?
Yes. In a car. Well, perhaps a car, I don't know. But very soon now. The candle is guttering.
What candle?
Well, Aunt Daisy, if it's a car, you should have stayed in Sark. Sark has no cars.
I didn't say that it was a car, my dear. You have a collision with all sorts of things, even in Sark.
With what?
A rock, for instance. Large piece of rock might fall on top of you, squash you flat, like strawberry jam. I know I'm going to have a collision, so I thought I'd come here and settle Lucy.
How?
Marry her to Michael, I thought.
To Michael?
Funny way to get her settled. Michael hasn't enough money to support a wife.
Lucy will, after my collision. I've got money buried in Sark. Lucy knows where.
Or to have it in a bank, get interest.
Oh, my money gets a lot more each year.
Grows in the ground, I suppose.
Oh, yes.
Rubbish.
It's gold.
Gold?
A very great number of sovereigns.
I beg your pardon for saying rubbish.
Yes, well, that's settled.
But Michael's character?
Drink.
No.
Smoke.
No.
Women.
No.
What else is there?
Gambling.
Horses?
Wrong-uns.
I can cure him of that.
But how, Aunt Daisy?
I could make him unlucky.
He is already.
Oh, this is nonsense. You can't cure him.
I can make him unlucky for just a little while.
And make him stick to a job, I suppose.
Yes.
And make him fall in love with Lucy.
Well, at his age, that won't take much arranging.
How are you going to do all these things?
Charles, hasn't Mary ever discussed me? I mean, really discussed me?
We never talk about people.
Yeah. I am very unusual.
Is that what they call it these days? Michael happens to be very fond of a girl named Crystal.
He won't be in a day or two. First, of course, I must cure him of gambling before I can cure him of Crystal. And, excuse me, I must do some brewing in the bathroom.
Brewing?
She brews potions, dear, from herbs.
You believe all this nonsense? Well, do you?
But if she could cure Michael of gambling...
Good heavens. You think she's a witch?
A what?
A witch.
Oh. Well, 100 years ago, half the women in Sark thought they were witches. She's simply a survival.
Well, personally, I think she's a wreck. And I'm going to find out what happened to your Uncle Quentin if it kills me.
Well, it might, dear, if you ask her.
Hello, everybody.
Anne, dear.
Lucy.
You look upset, Cousin Anne.
She's been playing golf with Bill this morning. Isn't that enough? 10-1 you quarrelled.
No, we almost ran over a dog.
A dog? Oh, what kind of a dog?
A big black one, just at the end of the road.
Oh, fancy that.
I need some tea.
I'll prepare it for you, Cousin Anne.
Good. We're clear now, Aunt Daisy. Right?
Mm-hmm. Michael, are you quite sure you want me to pick the horses out of the paper for you?
Well, you did say you can pick winners. Now, here. These horses are 5 races. Which are going to win today, eh?
The ones printed in red, I suppose.
Red? But they're all printed in black.
No, Michael, you aren't looking properly. One in each list is printed in red. Now, what did I do with my glasses?
Oh, no, never mind your glasses. Just spell them out.
Yes. Oh, now the first one seems to be G-I-P-S.
Gypsy.
That must be it.
Yeah, who told you?
No wonder. It's in red.
Oh, she's certain to win. But she's odds on already, no good to me. Here, let's try another one, eh?
Yes, sir, but before you try, have a drink.
A drink?
Anything at all.
Well, I'm not thirsty.
I'll have a drink just the same. It helps.
Oh, well, anything in particular? Stronger the better, I suppose.
Something in that brown bottle.
Ah, liqueur. Oh, I say, not that at this time of day.
Oh, I recommend it. Bring it to me. I'll pour you one.
Race horses and booze? I'm going to the dogs.
I'll hold the glass and you pour.
You know, all this is rather silly. Things printed in red, liqueur.
Well, it might help you to see red, Michael.
Why say, really?
That's enough. Now put the bottle back.
Oh, very well.
Here you are, dear. Swallow it down.
Make it sound like nasty medicine.
It is medicine in a way. It's a cure.
A cure? What for?
You drink it, dear. Perhaps I should hold your nose.
No, thanks. I say, do you put something in that?
Why do you ask?
A peculiar taste. Red colour on the glass.
Oh, you're seeing red, dear.
Look, Aunt Daisy, let's do the second race, eh? Is there one in red there?
Oh, yes. There's one in each race. Let me see now. 2 words. I think. Does that matter?
Not as long as it's one horse.
D-E-L-F-T-C-H. That's a funny word.
Delft, China.
Yes, I suppose so. My favourite is Dresden.
Oh, it'll start at evens. Well, the next one's the big race.
Yes, seem to be more horses here.
Is there one in red?
Very red. A lot of words.
Well, quick, Aunt Daisy, before it wears off.
M-A-N-I-N.
Man in the moon. Well, I say it's possible. Look, I'm sure I can get 100 to 1 about it.
Oh, is that enough?
Well, I couldn't get for more. I mean, I'd be a glutton if I did. Hey, wait, what about the fourth race?
Oh, dear. It's giving me a little bit of a headache, trying to read such small print.
Well, I'll get you a drink, eh? Clear your head.
Oh, no, Michael, you do it.
Do what?
See them in red.
You mean you can teach me?
Well, there's nothing to learn, my dear. You just have to concentrate.
How?
Sit next to me.
Oh, right, then.
Next to me, dear. You breathe down my neck.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It tickles. Now look at them very hard. Harder. Harder still.
I say I can. Aunt Daisy, I can do it. I can pick the 4 horses in red, too. I can see red. 4 winners, it is remarkable.
4 winners, did you say, Michael?
Yes, Father, I can see them in red.
See them? I can see you in the red with your bookmaker.
Look, Father, Aunt Daisy showed me how to read the paper, the black print and the red.
Black and red? Black and white.
Red, Father, red.
Oh, control yourself, Michael. You'll go hysterical. No paper is printed in red.
Today's winners are, Charles.
In that paper?
Well, of course, you may not be able to see them.
Here, show me.
No. That side. Those are ads for ladies.
I know what they are. Well, this is plainly black and white. You can't see red, I can't see red. Waste of time. Michael, you're a young... Daisy. Here you see the clear-headed generation of the atomic age.
But I tell you, I saw the winners printed in red.
It's called auto-suggestion.
Cousin Charles, the horses will win.
How can you be sure, Lucy?
Because Aunt Daisy often reads the future.
I hope you're staying here a long time, Aunt Daisy.
Oh, no. I'm expecting a collision.
Well, look, Father, you can see red if you concentrate.
I don't have to concentrate to see it.
Michael, don't you think you better run upstairs and take your temperature?
But I can actually see them.
Look at that.
Aunt Daisy is making everyone see red.
How true.
Well, I think you're all talking nonsense. Especially you, Anne. Now, what have I said? I heard you upstairs talking to Lucy.
You were upset about Bill.
Ah, secrets, eh? What did I say? 10-1 you quarrelled.
All right. He proposed to me and I refused.
Oh, darling, and he's so eligible.
I know, Mother, but so stupid. He didn't even wait till after golf. He did it on the way, driving on the Great West Road.
Didn't he stop?
We slowed down.
Oh, very commendable.
I had trouble with a young man once. He was married. To my sister, too. Quinton. Poor Quinton.
What really happened to Quentin, Aunt Daisy? Did he have a collision with a rock?
Oh, no. No, nothing like that. I turned him into a dog.
A large black dog?
Yes. I meant to turn him back again, but I couldn't.
I saw a large black dog.
Yes, dear. You told me. That's Quinton. He knows where I am. Can't you hear him?
Oh, really, Aunt Daisy?
Oh, please listen carefully and you'll hear him.
Huh?
Oh, but it's just a stray dog.
No, dear, no. It's Quinton. I must let him in. Come, Quinton. Come along. Poor old boy.
I can't see anything.
Oh, he's here. Quinton, now you behave in the house. Yes, and that's it. Now, lie down quietly while Michael gets on with his gambling.
Before we hear Act 2 of our play, here is John Deese.
Nothing is more satisfying than the feeling that comes with having created something worthwhile. In his striving to create, man invented and developed machines. Some people claim that machines only help to kill a man's creative talent. This isn't always so. In many cases, machines and the tools they operate have opened a new field of creative satisfaction. This is sometimes spoken of as pride of achievement. A skilled tin or silversmith of olden times knew this pride. No less do the skilled operators who handle a machine making something the community needs. This feeling of pride in achievement is one of the basic reasons behind the excellence of GMH products. For example, the men who operate the ingenious machines at the GMH plants at Fisherman's Bend and Dandenong in Victoria, Woodville in South Australia, and Pagewood, Sydney, know that each Holden car on the road depends for its performance on the part they make. They know it must measure up to the high standards set by GMH designers and engineers. These men who operate the machines know the satisfaction of a job well done, the feeling of pride of achievement.
And now Act 2 of the General Motors Air production, Moonshine.
Well, I phoned Father's club and talked to Ball. He told me Gypsy won the first race.
Oh, did you back it, Michael?
No, Mother. I'm making a plunge on Man in the Moon, I think. Depends on what my bookmaker has to say.
Aren't bookmakers happy to take your money?
Well, you've got to pay them before they pay you. Where's Anne, Mother?
Oh, she's gone shopping with Lucy.
Lucy has gone to buy new clothes, which you will admire.
I will?
Yes, dear. Oh, Mary, would you make some coffee?
Yes, Aunt Daisy. I can see you want to get rid of me.
Michael, you'll be at home when Lucy comes back, won't you?
Well, I did expect to go out for a while. Aunt Daisy, could you lend me £10 till Monday?
Why?
I want to put it on Man in the Moon.
Very well. You wait till I take my shoes off.
What for?
I keep my money there, dear.
Sovereigns?
I always use sovereigns. I get more change that way.
I say, you wouldn't like me to put £5 on for you, would you?
Oh, no. I don't hold with gambling.
Seems rather a waste of your gifts.
What gifts?
Seeing the winners in red.
Oh, that's just a little thing. Even you did it this morning.
Here, what else can you do?
That would be telling, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Do you often turn people into dogs?
Oh, no. I learned my lesson. You see, I couldn't turn poor Quinton back. He never leaves me now.
Where is he?
Under the dining room table. Michael, what I'd really like now would be some water from the River Jordan.
What for?
It's a secret, I'm afraid. But if you know anywhere I could buy some water from Jordan...
Is it worth another 10 sovereigns?
Yes.
There you go. That shelf behind you. Silver flask next to the whiskey.
This one?
Yes.
Now I can mix this little bottle with it.
What's that stuff?
A potion. How do you know this is water from the Jordan?
Oh, well, Father's uncle was an archdeacon. He went to Palestine for his honeymoon and brought it back.
Here's the coffee, Aunt Daisy.
Oh, good. Put it down here.
Aunt Daisy, what are you doing with that bottle?
Oh, nothing yet, dear.
Oh, but that's a potion.
Oh, you do have a wonderful memory.
Oh, I remember when I visited Sark years ago. You had them in greens and blues and...
Purples, and this one is purple.
What for?
Love, I expect. Oh.
Aunt Daisy, don't you dare give that concoction to anyone.
Well, Michael, what happened with the first race?
Gypsy won.
Oh, Aunt Daisy seems to be lucky.
Charles, don't forget we're going out this afternoon.
No, I'll get the car out in a moment.
Oh, that must be Anne back again.
It isn't Anne.
How do you know?
I know everything.
Oh, the world's full of your kind.
Well, I know you take your wife for granted.
Been married a long time.
But you should be devoted and loving.
Oh, one gets bored.
I perhaps can cure you, Charles.
I haven't any vices.
But you haven't any virtues.
What's she talking about?
Love, I think. Let's have coffee.
Yes, I'll pour it now.
Come in here, Crystal. You're just in time for coffee.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Crystal.
Michael, aren't you going to say hello to me?
Not this afternoon. I'm too busy.
Oh, I've never seen you busy before. Can I stay and watch?
No.
Oh. What are you writing in that notebook?
Money. 10, 20, 30.
Here's your coffee, Charles.
Thanks.
Michael?
40, 50.
What's wrong, Charles?
Well, this coffee tastes horrible. What did you put in it, Aunt Daisy?
Oh, well...
Aunt Daisy.
Jordan water, dear.
50,000.
What a funny conversation everyone is having.
Look, Crystal, will you go home?
Michael is busy, dear.
Why? Imagine sending away an attractive girl like that.
Who?
Oh, not you, dear. Crystal.
Crystal?
Crystal, I have to get the car out. Could I drive you home?
Oh, Mr. Ransom, I simply adore cars.
Yes, so do I. It isn't far to your place, is it?
Oh, it's just around the corner.
Yes, just what I thought. My word, what an exhilarating day. Come along, Crystal, dear.
Yes, Mr. Ransom. Goodbye, all.
Oh, I say, Crystal, grab a taxi for me if you see one, will you?
I'll send it around.
Oh, fine. Well, I have a few things to pack upstairs. I shan't be away for long.
Oh, but my dear, you did promise to wait and see Lucy in her new clothes.
Oh, yes. But I'm sure that'll make no difference.
Oh, but Michael...
Aunt Daisy, why did you give Charles one of your filthy concoctions? You see what he's done? Gone off with Crystal.
Yes, my dear. I am so sorry. I must be getting old. I'm making mistakes. I intended Charles to go off with you.
But I'm his wife.
Yes, That's the point, dear.
Suddenly I'm uncontrollably jealous.
I intended Charles to be jealous of you. You know, you should both drink this.
Oh, no.
Yes, dear. Fair's fair.
Well, when do we drink it?
Anytime. Looking at each other. And to be on the safe side, there'd better not be anyone else in the room. Nothing at all can wipe it out once you both take it. Oh, Quentin, what are you doing? Oh, you poor boy. Yes, that's it. Have a good scratch.
I know. I can put it in our morning tea.
But it's purple. It's more like medicine.
Medicine? His tonic. I can put it in his tonic.
Yes, it certainly is a tonic. You'll both feel young again.
I'm afraid Charles already feels that way. In the wrong direction. Michael, there's a taxi waiting outside for you.
Yes, Anne, I know.
He says there's 4 and 6 on the meter.
My dear Anne, Gypsy and Delft China have already won their races. Aunt Daisy's winners are winners.
Does that mean you can afford 4 and 6?
It means when Man in the Moon wins, I can afford a car.
I've backed it.
Good heavens. You are a surprise.
I'll make over 4,000 if it wins.
Oh, mere peanuts.
What have you got in that case?
Oh, things?
What sort of things? Michael, are you selling anything?
You mean house to house or by sub?
I mean selling things to get money to bet on that horse.
Oh, no. Nothing like that.
You seen the car?
Oh, no, I think Father's got it. Excuse me, I must make a telephone call to Mr. Burroughs.
He's a friend of Father's.
Yes, he is.
Michael, you're not going to ask him for money.
Oh, definitely not.
Good afternoon, Cousin Michael. Would you...
Not this afternoon, Cousin Lucy. I'm busy.
He didn't notice my new clothes.
I wish I knew what Michael's up to.
Why?
Oh, signs. Packed suitcase, taxi, phone call to Mr. Burroughs. It all adds up to money somewhere. I wish I knew what he'd done with the car.
I thought I heard him say he hadn't used it.
I know, dear, but Michael doesn't speak the truth as often as he should.
Have you got second sight?
I don't need second sight to know he told a lie about the car. As we came home, I saw it parked outside Crystal's flat. Lucy, have you got second sight?
No. Second sight isn't very useful.
Oh, I wouldn't scoff at it. I asked someone to put £1 on Gypsy, Delft China and Man in the Moon. I'm going to collect 4,000 if they all win, and I'd call that excellent second sight on Aunt Daisy's part.
Oh, no, Aunt Daisy reads the future. Second sight is just being able to see the present when you're not there.
Lucy, tell me more about Aunt Daisy's peculiar talents.
She hasn't taught me much. But if you asked her to do something else, she'd do it. She lets everyone have one wish. I'm not sure she doesn't have to if they go and ask her.
Well, then why on earth don't people ask her?
Oh, Michael did this morning about the horses.
But why doesn't everyone else?
Suppose they don't think she can do it.
Does everyone have just one wish?
That's all I had.
You've had yours. What was it?
A good husband.
Well, think of all the other things you might have wished for.
I know. Think of all the other men. Why don't you wish for Bill?
Oh, I could have him without a wish. I wasn't sure that I wanted him. If only one could always see things clearly.
Aunt Daisy could help you do that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lucy. I don't want to rush things.
I wouldn't wait too long if I were you because of Aunt Daisy's collision. It's coming soon.
Where do you suppose she is now?
Busy brewing in the bathroom, I expect.
Oh, hello. You two still here?
If you don't mind. What's on the meter now?
12 and 9.
What a horrible disaster for you if Man in the Moon doesn't win. Coming upstairs, Lucy?
In a moment.
Well, don't stay on my account. I've got some more phoning to do before I go out.
Oh, don't take any notice of me.
I'm afraid I can't help it. What's wrong with your feet?
New shoes. Have you had any coffee?
Oh, ages ago.
I'll heat it up again if you like.
No, thanks.
I have something nice to give it a special flavor.
No.
Do you think I look pretty in my new clothes?
Oh, about the same?
I'm afraid you're rather a rude young man.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lucy. It's just that I'm busy today. In fact, it's probably the most important day in my life. 2 of Aunt Daisy's horses have won. If the next one does, I'll have enough money to keep me in comfort for the rest of my life. Probably buy a business and become a director. Then I can go to the races and sack in a member of my staff I see there.
But of course the horse will win.
What makes you so sure?
Aunt Daisy can read the future. Haven't you realised that yet?
Do you mean all the future? Not just winners, but stock markets, elections, new taxes, the weather?
Yes. Even yours and mine.
What's mine?
You're going to marry me.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Aunt Daisy says so.
Lucy, dear, you're my cousin, a very nice girl. I don't want to be rude again, but I have no intention of marrying you.
I'm only repeating what Aunt Daisy said.
Even Aunt Daisy can't make me propose to you if I don't want to.
She didn't say anything about your proposing. Are you sure you wouldn't like me to heat a little coffee?
Quite sure, thanks. I trust I've made my feelings clear.
Quite clear. I leave you to your telephoning.
Thanks.
Michael!
Look, I'm busy.
Michael, you're also deceitful.
No more than most. Hey, what's that green stuff you're drinking?
Sipping. Michael, a while ago I asked what was on that taxi meter. You said 12 or 9.
Something like that.
But there wasn't any taxi then. It had gone. And you'd gone in it and come back.
Oh, had I?
Mother saw you from upstairs.
Oh, just a little blow around the block, you know, to see Crystal.
I understand Crystal is otherwise engaged. You took a suitcase with you.
Yes, to play squash.
Remarkably quick game.
Oh, yes, very, very, very fast.
Michael, I've also been into my bedroom and taken an inventory. What have you done with my silver brush, pearl earrings, the 2 gold bracelets I got from Uncle George, the gold compact from Bill, my fob watch, my...
Actually, I popped them.
Where's the money?
On Man in the Moon.
I also phoned Mr. Burrows.
You have been busy.
You told him Mother and Father had been in a car smash. You needed money for the tow trucks.
The doctor on the spot, you know.
You got him to cash a cheque while you were out.
Yes, well, I have to phone again.
You've put enough on that horse. And you won't phone anyone else for money.
But it's 100 to 1.
And you're the dizzy limit.
Look, what is that stuff you're drinking?
If you must know, Aunt Daisy gave it to me. It's for intelligence.
Doubt if it'll work. I'm going upstairs to hear the next race.
Oh, is your father home yet,
Look,
Michael?
I've no idea, Mother.
He isn't home, darling.
Oh, I was afraid so. Anne, that concoction you're drinking,
Aunt Daisy gave it to me.
a love potion?
Oh, no, this is green, not purple.
Oh, yes. She's told you all about it, then?
Yes.
You believe in it?
Well, it's hard to believe anything will make me clever enough to come to a decision about Bill.
You must be careful of Aunt Daisy's concoctions. Sometimes they go wrong. Oh, I do wish your father would come back.
Where is he?
Oh, he went out to fetch the car.
Oh, that's odd. I saw it parked outside Crystal's flat.
Oh, I expect Michael left it there.
I asked Michael about the car. He's been selling so many things, I imagine the car might go off. He denied knowing anything about it, and I believe him.
Anne, what are you suggesting about your father?
Well, Aunt Daisy admitted he took a drink of the purple concoction by mistake.
Then you see clearly it isn't his fault, don't you?
Yes, Mother. It's crystal clear.
Well, hello all.
Hello, Father.
Hope I haven't kept you waiting, Mary.
Isn't your sense of time rather peculiar?
Car developed puncture. Ready to go out, Mary?
Yes?
Good. I'll just get something to drink if you're rather thirsty.
Oh, no. Nothing to drink now, please.
Oh, Charles. You're back.
Why, Aunt Daisy, you're as pretty as a picture.
You're dressed to go out, dear.
Yes. I thought I'd go as far as Kensington Gardens
What for?
to gather toadstools.
What's that?
Michael.
Why, I say, everyone!
Michael, what on earth's the matter with you?
Oh, I say, it won. It actually won.
The horse?
Of course, Man in the Moon.
Oh, dear. Something has gone wrong.
Oh, Aunt Daisy, you were going to cure Michael of gambling.
Yes, I was. That's what I mean. I've made a mistake.
An absolutely glorious mistake. I've won £50,000. 50,000 beautiful pounds.
And now, before Act 3 of our play, here again is John Deese.
You know, craftsmanship, like pride of achievement we talked about earlier, is not lost today because of mechanization. Many companies have a reputation for craftsmanship that has become a tradition. The name Holden is one of these. A little more than 100 years ago, James Alexander Holden established a saddlery and leather business in Adelaide. It grew and built a reputation for craftsmanship. Today, the name Holden maintains that reputation for craftsmanship. In Adelaide today, at the 66-acre plant at Woodville, more than 7,000 employees use highly complicated and intricate machines that cut, stamp, and shape the steel to the now so well-known shape of a Holden car or utility. But the pride of achievement is still there. The employees see a piece of steel converted by the machine they are handling to part of a modern car. Because they produce more per day than the men who worked for Holden 100 years ago, doesn't lessen the standard of skill and craftsmanship. It adds to it. The men who make your Holden car are the 1956 edition of skilled hand craftsmen. They and General Motors Holdens are proud to be a link in the chain of Australia's progress, a partner in Australia's future.
And now here is the final act in the General Motors Air production, Moonshine.
Evening, Mrs. Ransom.
Oh, Bill. Hello, Mother.
Oh, have a nice day, dear.
Exceptional for a Monday, wasn't it, Bill?
Yes.
Have you been celebrating?
Yes, I collected £4,000, and Bill gave me this.
Oh, an engagement ring. And darling.
Got engaged this afternoon.
Oh, but I must congratulate you. Good luck, darling. And Bill, dear, I hope you'll always be kind to her.
I thought I'd bring him back to tell you before the others.
Well, won't you have a drink of something, Bill?
Down home to change, Mrs. Ransom.
All right, just as you like, dear.
Well, see you later.
Goodbye, darling.
Goodbye, Mrs. Ransom.
Goodbye, dear.
Well, Mother?
Well, I won't pretend I'm not surprised. On Saturday you refused, Bill.
Yes, but over the weekend I've been drinking one of Aunt Daisy's remarkable concoctions. Oh, where is she, by the way?
She's making another trip to Kensington Gardens. She took Lucy with her.
More toadstools?
I believe she's looking for newts.
Talking of newts, where's Michael?
He hasn't come home, dear.
But he's been gone since Saturday.
Yes, dear. Quite a celebration, isn't it?
Yes. I wonder how much of the 50,000 he's spent already.
Oh, I don't think he was supposed to collect it until today. Your father lent him £50 to tide him over.
Hasn't Aunt Daisy said anything about him winning so much? Didn't she promise to cure him of gambling?
Yes, dear. The only real success she's had seems to be with you. By the way, did the purple concoction do the trick?
Oh, no, darling. Mine was green.
Oh, yes, yes. Well, that's a funny thing.
What?
I put it in the bathroom. I'm sure someone's been using it. Half the bottle's empty.
Oh, you don't think, Father...
Yes, I do.
Well, here he comes. Ask him.
I will.
I'll break my good news to him and go upstairs.
Evening, dear.
Charles?
Where's Michael?
Still celebrating.
Oh, I expected the hall to be full of parcels and respectful tradespeople. If he asks what I'd like, it's my tailor's bill paid in full. I paid his often enough.
Father, notice anything different about me?
Done your hair a new way?
Oh, she's been doing it that way for years, dear.
Well, it was only a suggestion.
I'm wearing an engagement ring.
Why?
Because I'm engaged to Bill.
You mean you've changed your mind?
Yes.
Well, my dear, I wish you all the ordinary things. Also hope you'll never be bored.
Thank you, Father. I'd better start writing to the people who think they ought to be told in advance.
How was the office, dear?
Same as usual.
I tried to phone you this morning.
Oh, yes, I had a call to make.
They said you were away with a slight cold.
Silly mistake.
They said you phoned to that effect.
Oh, well...
Where did you go?
Early lunch.
Who with? Crystal?
By heavens, if Aunt Daisy doesn't stop this second sight business...
Aunt Daisy has nothing to do with it. Well, not in that way. I just guessed.
Well, it's just a quick lunch. Very public lunch.
Charles, there was a small bottle left in the bathroom. A purple concoction in it.
Yes?
Someone's been using it. It's almost gone.
Oh, nonsense. Only took a couple of sips.
Ah, so it was you. Are you sure it was just lunch with Crystal? Nothing else?
I told you I only took a couple of sips, dear. Oh, business is ridiculous anyway. These concoctions of Aunt Daisy's don't work. Why, look at Michael. She swore she'd cure him of gambling. And he's won 50,000.
Well, even so, I'd feel less anxious if you didn't touch that purple concoction again.
Hello. What have we here?
Oh, it's Michael.
I can see that. He does look ragged, doesn't he?
I dare say if you'd been celebrating as hard, you'd look ragged too. Hello, dear.
Mother. Father.
What's in the suitcase?
Oh, things. Things I borrowed from Anne.
What's the matter, dear?
He's gone out of business.
Who?
My bookmaker. He owes me 50,000, and that was more than he wanted to pay, so he just went out of business. About the time Man in the Moon won on Saturday.
He'll be posted.
He'll still be prosperous.
You mean you don't collect any money?
Not a penny.
Well, Charles, can't Michael sue him?
Am I expected to lend him money for a lawsuit?
Well, I can't sue him. He knows the whole business backwards. He gave me the money I put on the horse and told me to go to...
Yes, we understand, dear.
I suppose Anne collected her money.
Yes, she did.
I should have asked her to put my bets on with her bookmaker.
Well, what are you going to do?
I don't know. Except I'm finished with horses and bookmakers and gambling. I wouldn't accept a bob ticket in a raffle now if I were allowed to arrange the draw myself.
Charles, he means it.
I believe he does.
He's cured.
I'm ruined. I owe Father £50.
Look, if you mean what you say, I'll make you a present of it.
Oh, Mr. Burroughs, too.
How much?
£2.
I'll pay that, too.
But you're supposed to be hurt.
What's that?
Well, I told Butters you and Mother had a car smash, and would he cash a cheque for expenses?
Oh, Michael.
I just must have a drink.
Bring some drinks in here, Michael. Poor devil.
Charles, Aunt Daisy was right. She has cured him.
Just a coincidence.
So you say.
But it is.
I think not. I think you're trying to put that purple concoction in doubt because you and Crystal...
Now, Mary, please, look here. There's nothing supernatural about people not paying their debts. This bookmaker hasn't paid his, and I can't say I blame him. Plenty of people don't pay bookmakers.
May I remind you that without Daisy's help, Michael picked 4 winners on Saturday and no losers. At the same time, she said Michael was going to be unlucky. Any ordinary person, even a competent sorcerer, might have had difficulty in fulfilling both promises.
Oh, it's extraordinary. You're a sensible mother, a charming companion, quite an intelligent conversationalist. At the same time, you really believe your aunt's a witch.
Yes, even if she has made mistakes.
Oh, in that case, I'd better enjoy myself while I can.
I've hidden the purple concoction.
Oh. Not very sporting of you.
I say, Mother, I've been talking to Anne.
Put the drinks down here, please, Michael.
She says she's engaged to Bill.
Yes, dear. There's a lot to be said for Bill.
Pity he doesn't say any of it.
Now, you must try to like him, dear. He'll soon be your brother-in-law.
Cultivate conversation on the weather. That'll do the trick. I say. Who's that?
Lucy.
Well, she is done up.
Her new clothes, dear.
For a moment, I thought it was Crystal.
I'm awfully sorry.
Oh, what's wrong, dear?
Aunt Daisy's had her collision.
What?
Where?
At the corner of the road.
What with?
A bus. I said careful and jumped back, but Aunt Daisy didn't hear. Then a policeman came, and I thought I'd better come and tell you.
What have they done with Aunt Daisy?
Oh, it's not Aunt Daisy anymore, I'm afraid.
Oh, she's dead?
Oh, yes.
Oh, how terrible.
Oh, no. It's different when you're someone like Aunt Daisy.
Well, where did they take her?
To the hospital on the other side of the road. The policeman said you ought to go down, if you wouldn't mind.
Yes, I'll go down at once. You coming, Mary?
Oh, of course. Michael, look after Lucy.
Yes, give her a drink of something.
Poor old Aunt Daisy, eh? Gone for 6.
Oh, no, not really.
You're a callous little brute.
You don't understand. Are you having a drink?
Yes.
I'll pour it. Sherry or vermouth?
A large glass of sherry, thanks.
It was you who gave Aunt Daisy the water from Jordan, wasn't it?
How do you know?
She told me.
But what did she want it for?
So she could look after us after she died?
Now, how could she possibly manage that?
Oh, it's very easy. People can't see you moving about when you're dead. Not unless you want them to. Here's your sherry.
Dark colour?
A bad light in here.
Almost purple.
Do stop complaining and drink it.
Oh, tastes quite good. Lucy,
Yes, dear.
you're a remarkably pretty girl, you know.
Yes, dear. Would you like some more winners?
Oh, no, dear, I've given up that sort of thing.
Oh, good.
Yes, this sherry tastes remarkably good.
I'll pour you out some more.
Oh, thanks. Lucy, why not take your hat off?
Don't you like it?
Darling, you look much prettier than that hat.
Yes, darling. Oh, do you like having cousins?
Like having you.
Me too, darling. I like having you.
Well, just another sip. Odd I didn't notice when you arrived, you know. You're quite beautiful, really.
Darling.
Darling.
Oh, Michael. Now you'll say it, won't you?
What?
Ask me to marry you.
Well, I haven't any money, darling.
I have money in Sark. It's gold.
Oh, I've turned over a new leaf. I couldn't possibly live on my wife's money.
But you'll try to work.
Oh, I always try.
Try.
Hey. By Jove, eh? Can I kiss you again?
No, something's wrong.
But I'm going to marry you.
Yes, but the point is we aren't married. The concoction is too strong.
I'll have another drink.
Oh, no more, please. I'll have to lock myself in upstairs.
But, Lucy, darling, I'm in love with you.
Michael!
Oh.
What are you doing?
Oh, it's all right. Michael's promised to give up gambling and we're going to be married. Aunt Daisy wants us to.
I know that what Aunt Daisy wants usually happens, but while she's... Well, don't you feel anything for Aunt Daisy?
Oh, yes, I feel Aunt Daisy telling me to be happy. I can hear her, too.
Now, Lucy, she's gone. We've just seen her. That sort of talk must stop, or we'll have a reputation for being queer.
But she is with us. She is.
And please don't make signs in the air while I'm speaking to you.
Mother, look.
What? What? That's your father coming in.
Aunt Daisy's behind.
Oh, yeah. Charles, look.
Yes? Good heavens.
She's going upstairs.
Well, let's be thankful for small mercies.
Poor Anne.
Why?
She's upstairs.
Well, have you or Lucy told her about the accident?
Oh, no, I suppose if she sees Aunt Daisy, she won't know.
Aunt Daisy's come back to look after us.
Well, I'm quite capable of looking after myself.
Charles, you saw Aunt Daisy at the hospital.
Yes, just minutes ago, just round the corner. No doubt she was dead.
Don't be frightened. She won't do us any harm. At least,
At least what?
as long as we do as she expects.
What does she expect?
Michael and I to get married.
Well, then, for heaven's sake, do it.
Oh, they intend to, dear.
Oh, congratulations.
We must go upstairs and tell her.
Tell her?
Yes.
Well, you go. I'll wait.
Oh, she expects you to come with me. That's one reason why she came
Go
back.
on, Michael. Get rid of her.
Oh, yes, well, I'm going to get married.
And get a job.
And get a job.
And keep all Lucy's gold in a nice, safe bank.
Keep all Lucy's gold in a nice, safe bank.
I can't believe it.
There. You still scorn Aunt Daisy's supernatural powers? Look at these two glasses. One for Michael, one for Lucy. Both have a purple tinge about them.
Where did it come from?
Well, Lucy could have put it there. Or... Oh, wait a minute.
What are you doing?
Taking the water of the Jordan off the shelf. There.
What?
It was empty yesterday. Now it's full of that purple concoction. That's why Aunt Daisy came back.
Is it?
Well, of course, dear. She explained to me. We must drink it looking at each other.
Mary, you're a witch yourself.
Now, try some of this, dear, and just see.
Now, wait a minute.
Remember, dear, Lucy said Aunt Daisy won't harm us if we do as she expects. And she expects us to be happy. Yours, dear.
Thanks.
Tastes very nice.
I know.
I haven't forgotten you took a few sips before you saw Crystal. You better drink it, dear, or I'll begin to think Crystal meant more to you than a quick lunch.
Yes. Very well.
Oh, Charles.
Yeah, Yes, I know.
Oh, darling.
Odd feeling, isn't it, darling?
Yes.
Well, I'd like you to remember... I was in love with you 20 years before I met Aunt Daisy.
Oh, willingly, darling.
Oh, my dear.
Oh, Charles, perhaps you'd better not drink anymore.
I say, Mother.
Oh, dash it, Michael. Do you have to come barging in?
Oh, Charles. Charles, please. Well, darling, how was it up there?
Tame. You see, she wasn't there. Lucy says she's gone.
Gone?
There, darling. She's happy with all of us.
Where's Aunt Daisy gone?
She has to go much higher than upstairs this time.
Oh, I see.
There she is. I can see her through the window.
What?
Where?
There.
What? There's a dog with her, a black dog.
That's Grandfather.
Oh, poor Quentin.
Look, she's waving to us.
But she can't see us.
Oh, don't be silly, darling. Of course she can. We're lucky we can see her.
You won't anymore. Anne knows.
We told her.
Was she upset?
Oh, no. She seems to understand so well. She came downstairs with us to wave goodbye to Aunt Daisy.
Well, let's all have another drink.
Oh, no, dear. We might get things a little mixed up again.
Right here, darling.
Oh, that's not Aunt Daisy back, is it?
In here, Bill.
Oh, it's Anne and Bill. Oh, how nice.
Oh, one big happy family, eh?
Mother, Bill's come to dinner.
Evening, Mrs. Ransom. Mr. Ransom.
Bill?
Hello, Bill. Nice weather.
Yes.
Should keep up for a bit.
Yes.
Nothing like a bit of sunshine.
Oh, Charles.
Oh, sorry.
Have a drink, Bill.
Yes, thanks.
Not that glass, Michael.
Oh, why not?
Oh, he was looking at Lucy.
Well, how about some sherry then, eh?
Michael, darling, no more sherry, please.
And so ends the General Motors Hour production, Moonshine, adapted for radio by Ruth, in which you heard the following players. As Crystal, Betty Lucas. Bill, Walter Sullivan. Anne, Pamela Page. Mary, Ruth Cracknell. Charles, Moray Powell. Lucy, Coralie Neville. In the featured role of Aunt Daisy, you heard Queenie Ashton, and as Michael Ransom, our star, Roger Climpson. General Motors Hour is directed by Harry Harper. Tonight's play was produced by Reginald Goldsworthy. 1 week from tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the General Motors Hour will present an adaptation of the Columbia film The Prisoner, the tense drama of two men, one a cardinal, the other a political interrogator, each fighting for the triumph of his own beliefs with death the price for failure. Fanaticism is pitted against faith in one of the most compelling and thoughtful dramas of our times. Co-starred, you will hear Richard Davies as the Cardinal and Kevin Brennan as the political interrogator. So remember, 1 week from tonight, the General Motors Hour production, The Prisoner, co-starring Richard Davies and Kevin Brennan. Until then, this is John Deese saying good night to you all from the General Motors Hour.
This is the General Motors Hour signing off from the Macquarie Network and cooperating stations throughout Australia.